Early in her career, the great country music star Reba McEntire came to the small town of Dierks, Arkansas for the Pine Tree Festival. She wasn't performing on one of those big stages. She was performing on a semi-truck flatbed trailer with her band. And, as usual, she was very good. But what if the power had went out that night? Maybe a transformer blows up. How embarrassed would she have been? And the festival organizers? And the city of Dierks, Arkansas? When was the last time you got embarrassed? Remember how that it didn't feel very good? It would have been nice if someone could have stepped in and saved you, right? Well, one time Jesus was at a very special event and something did happen. It would have crushed a family's reputation. But Jesus was there. He did something amazing. Let me tell you the story.
You're watching Timeless Talks, timeless subjects, information for life.
In John 2, he was the invited guest to a wedding. A Hebrew wedding was really an event. It was costly, a major strain on the family's finances. But families sometimes downsize weddings just so they would never disappoint any invited guest. It appears that Mary may have been a close friend of the family. She was aware of everything that was going on that day. She saw a situation developing that would destroy the family's reputation. So she quietly speaks with her son. They are out of wine.
Tim, I have heard of his response. Was this an insult?
Well, what Jesus said was, "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." He was not insulting her. He did not call her mother, but he did call her woman, still with respect. But he was not going to be her little boy anymore. He was telling her of his independence. And he's going to tell her, "I'll take care of this when and how I wish." Mary wasn't hurt either. She told the servants to do whatever her son would tell them.
Is this the event which has water pots in it? What about those water pots?
Well, you're right. Let's see what we are told. It says, "Now there were 6 stone water jars there for the Jewish rites of purification, each holding 20 or 30 gallons. These water pots became Jesus' tools. The Jews had many ceremonial washings for religious purification. And since this is a very formal event, there's certainly to have been some type of washing earlier in that event. These 6 water pots were big. They totaled maybe 150 gallons, give or take a little. Jesus, when he was ready, told the servants to fill the pots. Behind the scenes, the servants drew enough fresh water to completely fill those pots. To the brim, it says. Jesus may have never even gone close to the pots, but he told the servants to dip some out and carry it to the master of the feast.
Wait, why did he do that? Why did he send it to the master of the feast?
Well, the master of the feast was the coordinator, if you would. He knew of all the details of the event. That was his job. And he told the servants when to serve the meal or when to serve the wine and things like that. The Bible doesn't tell us if he knew anything about the wine situation, but it does tell us what he thought. It says everyone serves the good wine first, and when people have drunk freely, then the poor wine. But you have kept the good wine until now. He was telling the groom, possibly in a humorous way, well, everybody else serves the good stuff first, but you have guarded the best wine until now. Quality wine from water. Jesus made instant wine.
What was Jesus trying to do, Tim? Was he trying to save the family from embarrassment? Or was there a higher motive?
Well, definitely there was a a higher motive. Verse 11 says, "This, the first of his signs, Jesus did at Cana in Galilee and manifested his glory, and his disciples believed in him." Jesus began revealing his true identity. He may have saved this family from losing their dignity, but because of his efforts, he achieved a much more noble goal. He caused the 4 disciples to grow in their faith. And if you'll remember back in the video, Come and See, which you can go back and watch, Nathanael believed because of something Jesus said to him. Now his faith is growing. Put yourself at that wedding. What did you see? Is your faith growing because of the miracle you saw? Let us know. Send us your comments or your questions. We'd love to hear from you. You can use the contact page. And while you're here, sign up for the Insider, the email newsletter. Don't miss out on things any longer. Thanks for stopping by. Until we can visit again, well, goodbye for now.